Okay, then gargles, it is a concentrated liquid preparation taken externally for treating the throat infection, all kind of infection relating to the throat, right? Throat content, larynx, pharynx, trachea, it is a part of throat over, right? So, and before taking these gargles, there is one instruction which is that it should be diluted with a warm water. Whenever we are going to take gargles, that time before use taken it, we should dilute with warm water, right? We should dilute it with a warm water. A draught of water it keep into our throat for a few seconds. After that, pour out from the mouth, right? Take a one dot, right, and keep it into a throat for a few seconds, right? If there is any kind of bacteria that they are killed by it, and after a few seconds it should be throw out from our mouth, right? Means it should not drink, right? Then it is used to get a relief from a soreness in a mild throat infection, right? If patient get a soreness due to this throat infection, that time the doctor prescribe the gargles, right? So this is the gargles. Then phenol and thymol used for their antibacterial activity in a small concentration, right? In a small concentration means this is the phenol and thymol. It is an antibacterial action. These two drugs have a antibacterial activity, right? Also for the gargles, in a small concentration, this phenol either thymol are used to get a antibacterial activity, right? Then potassium chlorate for a weak astringent effect, right? Means if we need a astringent effect, that time potassium chlorate should be prescribed, right? For relaxed throat and also secrete saliva which relieve dryness, right? If some patient feel a dryness in their throat, that time for relaxing from the dryness of throat, right, the potassium chlorate are prescribed, right? Means it's help to secrete the saliva, that's why relief from they will get a relief from the dryness also, right? Then there is some drugs, that is a there is some brand of gargles, that is a phenol gargles, then phenol gargles, right? Means it is the example of some gargles, right? Phenol gargles. Then after that, the container, means which kind of container we should need to dispense the gargles, right? Dispensed in a clear fluted colored glass bottle with a plastic screw cap. Means whatever we will choose for dispensing the gargles, it must have a plastic screw cap, right? Means generally the clear and fluted colored bottle are recommended for the container, as a container for dispensing the gargles, and that container should have a plastic screw cap, right? Plastic screw cap. Then our labeling, it should be included that the for external use, for the every liquid preparation which is generally used for the externally, that should possess that instruction, that is for external use, right? And for the gargles also, there is a one direction which we should be given in that, that is do prepare dilution before use. Means before taking dilution is must, right, with a warm water, right? That is cautions or instruction which is necessary for mention on the label, right? So this is all regarding the our gargles, right? So next our next preparation is mouthwash, right? I think all are you experienced have all are you experience of this, right? That is mouthwash. Then what is that? Let's see. It is a clear aqueous solution with a pleasant taste and odor used to clean, deodorize the buccal cavity, right? Buccal cavity means our mouth cavity, right? Mouth cavity, our mouth, for the deodorizing purpose, for the cleansing purpose, right? Or to treat any bad odor, right? If sometime many person get some bad odor from their mouth, due to indigestion or acidity problem, or sometime teeth related problem. That time doctor prescribe the mouthwashes for deodorizing purpose or cleansing purpose, right? And that mouthwashes possesses some flavoring agent, and right, that's why it will give a it give a pleasant taste or odor to the preparation, right? So all about the mouthwashes is the clear aqueous solution, right? Its appearance is clear, right? And it's give a pleasant taste, it has a pleasant taste and odor, and it used to clean out and deodorize our buccal cavity, right? For the washing purpose of our buccal cavity, it is a simple meaning of our mouthwashes, right? There is a various kind of brand. Colgate, right? Colgate is one common brand which is make a mouthwashes, right? Then it made up of antibacterial agent, alcohol, glycerin, sweetening agent, coloring agent, and flavor. I mean, generally our mouthwashes contain some active drug like antibacterial. Antibacterial categories drug are generally incorporated in mouthwash, right? For the deodorizing and cleaning purpose, the antibacterial agent are used. Along with the antibacterial agent, there is some alcohol also used. Then glycerin also, it gives a sweetening effect, right? Sweetening action also, sweetening agent, coloring agent, flavoring agent, right? That flavoring agent helps to give a pleasant odor to our buccal cavity, right? For the deodorizing purpose, right? So these are the ingredient which is generally incorporated in the mouthwash. Then labeling, it should be labeled before it should be labeled for external use only. It should be labeled, right? That is for external use only, not drink it, right? Then storage should be stored in airtight container in a cool place, right? In a cool place, always recommended for it is dispensed or stored in a airtight container and place in a keep in a cool place, right? So this is all about the our sorry, this is all about the sorry, there is some mistake here, mistake happening. That is mouthwash. Then container, what kind of container that is we should use? That is a dispense in a white fluted water, white color fluted water, right? White color fluted water, like our cup syrup bottle, like it is mouthwashes are generally dispensed in our cup syrup bottle, like bottle, right? That but cup syrup bottle has a umbered color, but uh, the container of mouthwashes are transparent, that is transparent bottle and has a wide mouth, right? That type of container we should used, right? Then labeling means direction and labeling, what kind of direction we have to write on the or mention on the label. That is, it should contain a direction, that is diluted it with the water before taken. Means the dilution is very important, right? Before taking, whenever we are going to take a or use a mouthwashes, that time before taking it, we need to dilute it with the water, right? Dilute it with the water for otherwise it contain a antibacterial or concentrated preparation, as like our gargles also, or mouthwash is also recommended for dilution, right? And it's a secondary label, that is the label which is our outer label, means our card box, right? Means outer level of our mouthwashes should possess some instruction or a direction, that is for external use only, right? For external use only. The secondary label, and there is a two kind of label, that is a primary and secondary. Primary label is adhered to the our container, right? adhere to our container, and secondary level is adhere to our the box of that preparation, right? That the box of our preparation, that is a secondary level. And always secondary level should possess a instruction that is for external use only, not for a taken not for a drinking purpose, right? So this is all about our mouthwashes, right? All about our mouthwashes. So after that, that is throat paint. It is our third number preparation, which is from the liquid to be used in the mouth, right? That is throat paint. It is a viscous liquid preparation used for the mouth and throat infection, right? It is used for a mouth and throat infection, but gargles are used for only throat infection. Only if patient has a or suffering from a throat infection, that time only for throat infection gargles are recommended or prescribed. But in case of mouth as well as throat infection also, or individual mouth and throat infection, that time also throat paint are used, right? Then throat paint is a viscous liquid, right? Viscous liquid. But gargles is a not a viscous, but it is a liquid preparation, but some kind throat paint is some quite difference from gargles and mouthwashes, right? It is a viscous liquid preparation, right? Glycerin used as a base because of its viscousness. It added to a mucous membrane for a long time and also give us sweet taste, right? Means it is a viscous preparation, right? After taking it for a long period of time, that preparation are adhered to our membrane, that is means membrane of throat, trachea, right? That membrane, that's why we will get a long time effect or a long time effect, right? And along with it, it give also sweet taste, right? Means glycerin help to adhere the drug or medicament to our mucous membrane, either it mucous membrane of throat or mouth, right? And along with it helps to give a sweet taste, right? And glycerin is used for as a base, it is used as a base for its viscousness and giving it sweet taste, right? देन ये जो ग्लिसरीन यूज़ करने के पीछे एक रीज़न है, जो हमारे माउथ का जो मेम्ब्रेन है, ठीक है, म्यूकस मेम्ब्रेन है, या फिर थ्रोट का जो म्यूकस मेम्ब्रेन है, अगर थ्रोट में या फिर माउथ में अगर इन्फेक्शन होता है तो तब जाके क्या होता है, मतलब वो जो इन्फेक्शन है बैक्टीरिया वो म्यूकस मेम्ब्रेन में अधेर होकर रहते हैं, ठीक है। तो ग्लिसरीन जो है वो बेस बोल के यूज़ होता है, तो इसका एक विस्कोसिटी की जो है विस्कोसिटी है जो है ग्लिसरीन का ज़्यादा है, और अलॉन्ग विथ वो स्वीट टेस्ट भी प्रोवाइड करता है। इसकी वजह से क्या होता है, जो मेडिकामेंट है उसे लॉन्ग टाइम तक या फिर ज़्यादा देर तक हमारे म्यूकस मेम्ब्रेन में अधेर होकर रहता है। तो इससे क्या होता है, हमें लॉन्ग टाइम इफेक्ट और ज़्यादा डिज़ायरेबल इफेक्ट मिलता है, ठीक है। इससे और जल्दी क्योर होता है अपना जो इन्फेक्शन है वो, ठीक है। इसकी वजह से most of the time for the preparation of throat pain glycerin are recommended, right? Then there is an example, that is a boroglycerin, phenol glycerin, tannic acid glycerin, compound iodine paint, right? That is Mendel's paint, right? These are the some example of throat paint, right? Then container, then dispense in a airtight colored fluted bottle with a stopper for easily distinguished from internal used preparation, right? Means always throat paint should be dispensed in airtight container, and then color floated bottle with a stopper is a very important, right? Then, and this is the because of this we can easily find out our throat paint from the internal used preparation, right? Because these internal use preparation and external use preparation are quite similar, that's why it is very necessary to distinguish from them, right? Then labeling, a label should be it should be labeled for external use only. It is a very necessary to mention on the label that is for external use only, not taken internally or not drink it, right? And then storage, then it should be stored in airtight container in a cool place, right? As like our other preparation mouthwashes, then gargles, it also stored similar way, in a similar way, that is airtight container, right? Always store in a airtight container and always keep in cool place, right? And then